I would like to talk about plant medicines. So, in particularly, psilocybin assisted therapy. Last year, I traveled to Melbourne to complete the Certificate in Psychedelic Assisted Therapy. So, the psilocybin magic mushroom treatment resonates with me more than some of the other psychedelic medicines because it connects me with Mother Earth. I see it as an earth medicine, the mycelium network being under our feet all the time, connecting ac across and around the globe. And I see that as what is needed for global healing. So, psilocybin was brought to the Western world by Gordon Wasson, who was privileged to spend time with Maria Sabina, who was an Indigenous healer from around Mexico and South America. So from that knowledge that was shared into the Western world, we experienced um, a lot of recreational use of magic mushrooms and LSD, which led to these medicines being illegal for a long time. So last year, Australia rescheduled psilocybin as and made it a legal treatment for treatment-resistant depression. So that's where the most research has been done. Um, I'm excitedly awaiting a study done by Imperial College London to look at benefits for anorexia, which is a serious life-threatening eating disorder. So we have a lot of investment, particularly in the US, for patenting and money-making schemes from these natural medicines. So I'm hopeful that we can roll out these medicines as therapy here in Aotearoa with ethics, integrity, and so that they're available for the most vulnerable in our society. So in Australia, 1 to 2 doses of psilocybin and 6 to 10 therapy sessions, which is before and after the dosing medicine session, can cost as much as $20,000 because currently the approvals need a psychiatrist on site. So this makes it quite expensive and not very accessible. So there's lots of theories and hypotheses of why and how these medicines work. So it has been shown to activate the 5-HT2A receptors, which is part of the serotonin system. So the 5-HT2A receptor is quite widespread in quite a few areas of the brain. So when compared to placebo on brain scans, psilocybin has been shown to connect a lot of the brain to each other. So more connectivity, potentially more neuroplasticity. Another hypothesis for how they work is that they open the thalamus to this, which is the sensory gateway, so that we're able to have more activity there and have increased perceptions, sensations coming to, I think the way they work is by enhancing our experience of simple things in nature or around us so that there's more curiosity, wonderment, awe. So looking at when was the last time you looked at stars? And I guess we all experienced um, the aurora lighting up the sky. So often we're so busy, we're kind of point focused, um, rushing around, that we forget to be present, be grateful, and notice the simple things in life, savoring the food that we eat for the taste, um, appreciating the sun when it's shining. It's currently shining. A lovely day here. Um, so these medicines um, can be seen as unlocking the human rather than the diagnosis. Mm. So I like the analogy of psilocybin assisted therapy being like a new coat of snow on a mountain. So we can stand at the top with our skis on, and rather than just having the choice of the marked tracks, the piste, we can make new choices. We can do things differently. So this research into what's called the default mode network um, may not be quite the answer to why psychedelics work, as a lot of substances also uh, reduce default mode network pathways. So this the way they work will unfold the more as there is quite a lot of interest in what has been cited as psychedelic renaissance. So my hope for the future is that we move forward with ethics and integrity so that these medicines are available to our whole global community. So as the medicines can enhance sexual desire or expression, it's really important to be aware that people that guide or offer therapy for these medicines there is a potential for sexual misconduct. So we need to make sure that we have discernment before we sign up for therapy. So I just want to make it very clear that when I talk about this, I am working within the legal framework and not encouraging any illegal use of these medicines. So what I encourage is that we're preparing for this, the legalization, the legal status of these medicines to change at some point, and that we can be doing the foundational work and allowing ourselves to maybe look for a sound experience so that we can often in these um, sound vibration immersions, we can have sound imagery that might open us up um, to be prepared for a potential psilocybin journey, or as if we have qualified breathwork practitioners. So I encourage you to use your discernment and choose somebody that's recommended, because there are quite a lot of different breathwork modalities, and finding a modality that resonates with you and is safe for you. So when we enter into altered states of consciousness, we need to make sure that we feel secure with the person that is looking after us. So really building up a trusting relationship. And this is why in the research, there tends to be two practitioners present during therapy, and that in preparation, you will go through meditation practices that will help you prepare for any challenging experiences, and then also breath work techniques that can help relax and move you towards potentially challenging experiences. So this therapy is designed to nurture your intuition and awaken your inner healer. So as a psychedelic assisted therapist, I see my role as walking alongside participants so that they tune into their own healing ability. So the more people, I believe, the more people who open up to expanded consciousness experiences, the less mystical gurus who like being put on a pedestal and who might be accumulating power over society. We realize that we're not dependent on the guru, that we are our own best healer, that things can be super simple. So being open to experiencing all of our emotions and witnessing what comes up, and slowly unpeeling the layers of wounding. So we can carry wounding from previous generations. It's been shown that we can carry that in our DNA, epigenetics. And so peeling away these layers and coming back to our original selves. When we were born, we were all just a bundle of love and joy, and that coming back to our soul expression, and being able to get clear about our soul purpose, what really lights us up, and what would we like to create in the world. Really exciting. So just planting some seeds Do get in touch if you would like to learn more.